Hi there Facebook family, Sarah Louise here. So it's Sunday evening here. I know I did a Facebook Live early today all about branding, but I have a lot of people reaching out to me on a regular basis regarding help with Facebook Live. So I thought I'd do a Facebook Live to help you regarding engagement on your Facebook Lives. I know quite a few of you haven't yet started doing them. Some of you maybe have tried it and haven't had much success, so it's put you off. But I'm here to give you some tips which will help you, and then if you are brave enough to start doing Facebook Lives, then these tips will help you to get more engagement. So I'm just going to wait. It takes about 60 seconds, maybe nearly almost about 90 seconds for people to be notified that I'm going live or anybody's going live. So a top tip when you first start out is, this is the biggest mistake I used to make, is if you go live by pressing the go live button, it can take a while depending on your internet connection for you to see the go live red square at the top. Now, and then people will wait until they see that, and then they will then kick into their Facebook Live. But the problem with this is when the rerun viewers are watching, they're watching from that very moment you click go live, so they can see you going. And I used to sit there and wait for that connection, but when you watch the replay, there was a massive pause of me just sat there staring at the top of my phone waiting for that go live button. So the biggest tip I can give you just before I get into the top 6 is, think of it like as soon as you click that go live button, I want you to imagine somebody's just pulled back the curtains, you stood on stage, and you've just got to start immediately. Imagine if your audience, don't focus on the number at the top thinking there's nobody watching me, and then think ugh, or think well there's one or two, and then you see the number drop off and you think I must be rubbish because no one wants to watch me. Think that you're talking to an audience of 1,000 people. I want you to imagine the curtains are pulled back, you're on stage, and you've got to just give it your all. Don't look at the number at all. Completely block out the fact that it's there, because if you had to perform and talk on stage and give your value to people, you wouldn't notice if anybody was getting up and walking away. You'd just be talking. So you've got to do that when you do your Facebook Lives. Don't focus on how many's watching it, because your Facebook Live can be leveraged so much, and the rerun viewers is going to be far higher anyway. There's going to be far more people watching the rerun than there ever will be actually watching you live. So the best thing you can do is don't fixate on that number. I'm just going to take a mouthful of my hot lemon water and I'll make a start. So who do we have on? Hi Robert, hi Matt, hi Terry, hi Wendy. Who else we got on? Hi Katie, hi Guy. Oh hi Guy, I used to have horses at his stables. Right, so I'm going to make a start. So I'm going to give you 6 tips which is going to help you regarding getting better Facebook Live engagement. So Facebook algorithm is changing all the time. Some people couldn't give 2 hoots about the Facebook algorithm. I think the more you understand it, the better, because it helps you with your exposure and it lets you know things that you should be doing to work with it rather than doing things to work against it. So number 1 on your Facebook Lives is you want to describe your live, but in a curiosity provoking way. You imagine if you were going to go to the cinema and you looked at a synopsis for a movie, they're going to give you a little bit of information, enough for you to go and want to watch that movie without giving away too much information. So your title on your Facebook Live needs to create curiosity of them thinking, oh, I wonder what this is that she's going to talk about today. But don't be so vague that they have no idea what it's about. If you want to talk about the algorithm, put the word algorithm. If you want to talk about weight loss, put the word weight loss. You have to intrigue your target audience in the title. And then think about the leverage of this video when it's up on your Facebook profile, when it's maybe shared into a group. All they can see is the title and you on that Facebook Live. What's going to make them want to actually click and watch the rerun? And it's going to be your title that's going to entice them. You also want to use a custom hashtag on every single Facebook Live that you do, so that if people enjoy watching one live, they can click on the hashtag and watch all of your lives in order. So then it means that then you are positioning yourself as somebody with lots and lots of value and knowledge, and they haven't had to ask you for any more information. They can just watch more and more and more of your content. It also enables you to click on that hashtag yourself and go back in and find all of your Facebook lives very easily without having to go like that and literally start scrolling through all of your profile. So number one is describe your live, but do it in a curiosity provoking way. So number two is start with energy. So again, don't look at the number at the top, don't be fixated on how many people are watching you live, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether there's 1,000 people watching you or whether there's one person watching you. It's how many are going to watch it on the rerun for months, if not years to come. So don't think about the number, but literally as soon as you click go live, you have to literally talk straight away. Present with a smile, and you want to be talking to your audience, but you want to be talking to your live audience and also your rerun audience. Because if you are asking your rerun audience to comment, then when this video goes up into your Facebook profile and when it's in a Facebook group or somebody shared it, every time new eyeballs are on that video, they're going to start typing away, which creates more engagement again. It then boosts that video back into the news feed weeks, months, years after you've actually done it. So always think about talking to your live viewers, but also think about talking to your rerun viewers as well. Number three is connect with your audience meaningfully. So you want to have kind of like a little bit of an intro. I always say like, hi Facebook family, because they are my Facebook family. Some people say hi guys, but you don't want to start getting into that trap of doing the same as what everybody else does, because then you sound like you're just the same as every other marketer. So what you want to do is you want to be encouraging your audience to write a comment. So now, to show me that you're actually paying attention, I want you to write a comment in the comment box below, or just put an emoji, your favourite emoji. But the thing is, if people are watching you and they don't interact, then it makes the person doing the Facebook Live feel as though they're doing it for nothing, but also the chance of your viewers getting distracted or bored and disappearing is far, far higher. So what you want to do is you want to encourage your audience by saying, please put the word live if you're watching it live, please put the word rerun if you're watching the rerun, but do things a bit different, like ask them if they've got a pet, ask them what time it is, ask them, you know, something about their day. Something a little bit different, but that's going to encourage them to write a comment, but then you're not the same as every other marketer. So think about, what do you want to be known for in your lives with your audience? You know, you could ask questions like, let's do one now. Describe me in one emoji. If I said to you, describe me in one emoji, which emoji would you pick? And then put it in the comment box below. That's a different one. I'd like to know what people think. What emoji would they use if they're going to describe me? And then I will go back in afterwards and look at what you've used. So that's a different kind of one you can use for engagement. And then number four is you want to build a community. So you're not just doing these Facebook Lives just because you're doing these Facebook Lives. You're doing them for a reason, with a purpose, to build your brand, to grow your business, to get exposure. So you want to be building a community that look forward to your next live. So the congruency in your message needs to be attractive to want to get the same audience to watch you each time, or to get the same audience to want to share your videos. So the more you can start to tailor it around a community, you know, do you want to attract marketers, for example? Do you want to attract people who want to lose weight, for example? Do you want to attract people that are interested in makeup? Build a community around your Facebook Lives, and then you'll find that then you've got a loyal following that will want to watch each video that you do. That's what you want to be working towards, is a targeted audience. You can see loads of little emojis coming through now. Number five is to do with links. Now there's a lot of people that need to use links on Facebook. If they are massive monster marketers and they don't have time to, say, message everybody individually in Messenger, they will use links on Facebook. They will normally have massive following, so they can kind of do pretty much what they want, because they've got a huge audience actually going onto their timeline, scrolling through and actually seeing the information. But if you are an up and coming marketer, and you don't have much of a following yet, you don't have a big audience, you don't feel as though you've got a mass authority, you have to abide by the algorithm, otherwise it's going to penalise your exposure. So don't put any form of links in the top section of your Facebook Live, and don't put any links in the first comment of your Facebook Live. You used to be able to put a link in the comments, the very first comment. They've now activated another algorithm that will pick up on that. Facebook are very, very clever. They look at what marketers are doing to make money on their platform without paying for Facebook ads, and it's triggering different things all the time that they're getting very, very cautious about. So if you want to put a link in your Facebook Live, I would highly recommend that you do it 24 hours after it's been put back up onto your profile. So leverage the organic traffic, let 24 hours of worldwide audience see it, and then put your link in the comment box, but that will be after all of the comments have already gone in there. So it'll be right down. So it will not be triggered in the algorithm. So if you do a link to, say, like a webinar, if you do a link to your website, to a sales funnel, to YouTube, anything that's going to take them off the platform, Facebook don't like it, because they see that you're taking their customer away from their platform. They want to keep them on there. If you want to do a link to your Facebook group or your Facebook business page, that's absolutely fine, because you're keeping them on the platform. It's just third-party links to take them away. And then just to finish off, is number 6 is you want to be creating urgency on your Facebook Lives. So if you are giving value and then say you've got an offer, or it's something that you're wanting to advertise, create urgency. So I'm thinking about ways that I can create urgency now with my Facebook Lives, and what I do on mine is my Facebook Lives go onto my profile and then they're there forever. But I'm thinking, well, if it's there forever, why do you need to watch me live? Because you can always watch my reruns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking my Facebook Lives off my profile, and I'm going to start moving them across into my Facebook group. So I'm going to leave them on only for a certain amount of time, maybe 24 hours, maybe even long as a week. But then I'm going to take them off my profile and move them into my group, which is for my specific targeted audience. And think about ways that you can do that, so that people don't always take for granted the fact that your information is just always going to be there. And then just the last little bit, just to finish off, is Facebook are now really promoting people to use Facebook groups. So you've got your personal profile, you've got your business page, but then you've also got your Facebook groups. Now, what Facebook are wanting people to do is they're encouraging people to build up a highly engaged, content-based community. They want you to be interacting with your audience. Now, the benefit of you having a group over a business page is you can have people in your group that you have connected with on your personal profile that then obviously go into your Facebook group. But the benefit of a group over a business page is you can't reach out to your fans on your business page and contact them directly on a one-on-one. You can't click into their profile, where in a Facebook group, everybody that's joined your Facebook group, you can go down and see all of your group members. You can click in and see their profile anytime. You can contact them via Messenger on a one-on-one at any time to keep that relationship building and to keep that rapport going. On a business page, you can't do that. They can only see your content. So going forward as a platform, I would only say to use a Facebook business page for Facebook paid ads only. I wouldn't be putting content up there that you are just putting up there for your audience to see, because they're not going to be getting to see it. Use that content now in a Facebook group instead and start to build up a tribe. And then there was just one little part that I think I've forgotten that... Oh yes, there's one other little part that I've forgotten that is a new feature, and I want you to try this now because I want to just see if it actually genuinely works. So if you do a Facebook Live over a certain period of time and viewers are still on it, that gets triggered in the algorithm where Facebook think, this is a good live, it's getting lots of viewers, lots of engagement, it must be popular. They'll put it into the news feed more, which means more people get to see it, which means the chances of more people commenting. That's what makes your Facebook Lives go viral. So if you can talk for a little bit longer on one, on topics of interest, then I highly encourage you to do it, but don't do a 25-minute live. or a 45-minute live or a 15-minute live if you can't actually keep people engaged. Because if people don't stay and they go, it harms your algorithm because they can see that people are leaving all the time. And then just the last part is there's a feature now on Facebook called discussion mode on Facebook Lives. And what this is it's another algorithm trigger where Facebook are looking for comments in the comment box that is over 100 characters long. So if you're doing things like asking a question on Facebook where you say, you know, blah, 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 put a number 1 in the comment box, or, you know, something where you're activating just a character or an emoji, that's great to keep people stimulated, but it's not going to help you regarding the exposure. So this new discussion mode is looking for 100 characters or more on a Facebook Live. So ways for you to trigger this is to ask your audience questions where they're going to give you an answer in the form of a small sentence or a small paragraph. So just before I go, I'd really like you to just do this with me. So I'm going to ask a question now, and I genuinely want you to give me your honest feedback, but in the form of a sentence. And I just want to see if we can get this discussion mode triggered and then actually evaluate this Facebook Live, because I'm doing all of this to help you with your business. So please just give me a bit of feedback regarding my Facebook profile. This is not from an ego point of view. This is for me to genuinely help my audience. What do you enjoy the most on my profile, and if anything, what would you like me to do more of? And if you can just give me just a small little sentence now, that's obviously just going to be 2 or 3 little sentences, genuinely tell me what you either like about my Facebook profile or what you want me to show more of, but this is all just business related. And obviously I'd love some live viewers to put it on now, but obviously the rerun viewers are going to be typing on it as well. Well, that's all I ask. Up here, I feel as though I've given you loads of tips here to help you in your business, but all I want to just see is if this actually creates any more exposure, because I'm looking at how much my Facebook is getting reached, the kind of viewers I'm getting depending on whether I go live in the morning or whether I go live in an evening. So there's lots of different things that I'm looking at the moment regarding the exposure. But if you can put a comment in the comment box below just regarding, I can see some coming through now, I know there's a bit of a delay. But the thing is this will help you enormously. So if you're in like the beauty industry, for example, get on Facebook Lives and ask your audience what their biggest makeup issues are. You know, what do they struggle with the most? What would people want help with the most? That would be a discussion factor. If you're in the health and wellness industry, for example, ask people what they're struggling with the most regarding either losing weight or sticking to a healthy lifestyle. Maybe it's affordability, but that would be a great deciding factor. You know, if you're in Forex or crypto, ask why people are maybe skeptical, what's putting them off getting started, what information could you provide. Imagine all of the discussions you could have. But then imagine if you kept doing these on a regular basis and people that watch the reruns saw all of this engagement, because what you can do is afterwards, when this goes back up onto your profile, you can then go back through and you start writing all of your answers to these people. You're also then building up a relationship one-on-one with these people. So then think about the leverage of that. When you write your response, when it goes up onto your profile, it's going to trigger this Facebook Live back into the algorithm, because Facebook are notified on all of this conversation going on. So I appreciate everybody that's just done that. I'm just going to say some thank yous. Hi John, thank you very much John. Hi Henry, thank you very much. John and Katie, thank you. Kelly, thank you. Elise, I hope I've said that right. Natalia, I knew I was going to get all these names. Hope that's right. So I do appreciate it, but think about what you can do, and this is a great way for you to start building up your brand. It's a great way for you to get some more exposure, and you could do like a Q&A maybe to try and get a bit of market research as to what your audience is all about, how you can help them. But rather than just looking for, you know, a one number or an emoji, encourage sentences and paragraphs from your audience. It will also make them feel as though they're actually connecting with you, and you've got a genuine interest to, you know, to listen to their views. So I don't want to go back in now and like read them all, because I value your time. But when I finish now, I'm going to put this up onto my profile, and then I'm going to go back in and read all of the comments, and I will go back in and reply to each and every one of you. So I hope these 6 tips have, you know, helped you with your Facebook Lives. And if you haven't done any Facebook Lives yet and you're wanting to give them a go, by all means either put the word Facebook Live in the comment box below or inbox me, and I will give you a Facebook group where you can go in there and practice without having to go on your Facebook profile. So thanks everybody for watching, I do appreciate it, and I will catch up with you later. Take care, bye.